Honda has turned to GM for help with its first ever all-electric SUV. And the result is a great-looking machine that, despite its solid underpinnings from another automaker, absolutely looks and feels like a Honda product. This is the Prologue, and it could be quite a hit for Honda. Honda is using GM's Ultium platform for the Prologue, but the team at Honda is quick to point out that it's been optimized by Honda engineers. In fact, Honda sent a team of its own people to embed themselves alongside GM as Ultium development moved along. They want it to look, feel, and drive like a Honda product. And it certainly looks the part. Honda is solely responsible for the design side of the Prologue, and though it's fairly simple, it's clearly Honda, and it's a clean, good design. Honda calls it neo-rugged. What that means to them is low, wide, and sleek. You know, as sleek as an SUV can be, but they pulled it off. Look at that wheelbase. Those are 21s and they're pushed way out to the corners. That provides a great looking stance, but also allows for tons of room on the inside. This thing is about the size of a Passport, but with the interior volume of an Odyssey. And the cabin itself mirrors the same clean and simple design aesthetic from the exterior. Ahead of the driver is an 11-inch digital display with an 11.3-inch display in the center that handles wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto Duty. You can also run Google Maps via the Google built-in system, which is smart enough to display necessary charging times and can also tell the car to precondition the battery if you're heading to a DC fast charger. If you spring for the Touring or Elite trim, you also get a 12-speaker Bose audio system with speaker types and layout engineered specifically for the Prologue. This means everyone should hear the music in the same manner no matter where they're sat in the vehicle. Now, as for power, the Prologue is offered as a single-motor front-wheel drive machine or with a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup. All-wheel drive is available on both the EX and Touring models, but it's standard on the top-spec Elite. And right now, Honda is estimating the power output of the dual motor to be 288 horsepower and 333 pound-feet of torque. There are no power figures yet for that front-wheel drive version, but Honda says it's aiming to achieve an EPA-estimated 300-mile driving range on that one. In the Ultium chassis, the Prologue uses an 85 kilowatt-hour battery pack that can handle charging speeds up to 155 kilowatts. And Honda says that's good enough to deliver 65 miles of range in around 10 minutes. The EX and Touring will arrive wearing 19-inch wheels, while that Elite gets the set of 21s you see in the footage. But all models come standard with the interior tech and display screens, while the Elite adds a sport driving mode and a head-up display. Honda hasn't announced official pricing just yet, but says the Prologue will start in the upper $40,000 range before any taxes or incentives that might be available. And the Prologue arrives for sale early on in 2024. It will then be followed by a larger EV in 2025, which will be solely a Honda-developed machine riding on their E-architecture platform. Soon after, in 2026, Honda's BEV production kicks into high gear with its original Marysville, Ohio plant transitioning to EV manufacturing. So the Prologue is literally the prologue to this new fully electric chapter for Honda.